There's lots of misconceptions about what is a fruit and what is not a fruit. The simple definition is that if it comes from a flower, it's a fruit. If it doesn't come from a flower, it's a vegetable. Probably the most common fruit that you'll eat is a berry. So I have in front of you here a number of different types of fruits, most of them berries, but one of these does not belong. Which one is not a berry? The answer is the strawberry. A strawberry is not a berry. A berry is a fleshy type of fruit that comes from a single flower, and there's a little portion inside that flower called the ovary. So in the case of a strawberry, all those little tiny ovaries produce these little what we would call seeds, but they are the fruit themselves, and they're not berries. They're a type of fruit called an achene. How many achenes do you encounter? Well, dandelions, those little fluffy floating seeds of a dandelion, those are achenes. So believe it or not, the fruit of strawberries are more similar to dandelions than they are to these other berries on the tray. One of the most frustrating things about being a dad and a biologist is having to look at my children's farm books, and they'll have a page that says these are fruits and then another page that says these are vegetables. And always what I find is they say that corn is a vegetable, tomatoes are vegetables, beans are vegetables. That's not true. Everything on this table right now are all fruits. The surprising one really is corn. Yes, corn is a fruit. Each single one of these little kernels came from an individual flower. Same thing with beans. If you've ever had a garden and you've planted peas or beans, you'll notice that they all came from a beautiful little pea flower. These are absolutely fruit. Now this is the one that gets a lot of people. Peanuts. Are peanuts fruits? Yes, absolutely. They came from a flower. So everything on here is a fruit. None of these are vegetables. Take a look at these fruits on this cutting board. What do these have in common with each other? The answer is that they're all a fruit called a drupe. What a drupe is it's a fruit that has a stony interior. So think about the coconut, right? Nice and hard, stony. If we can cut a cherry open, what we find inside is that stony little seed. Now what about raspberries and blackberries? These are technically drupes as well, just like a coconut is. But it's a little bit more complicated because there's lots of little tiny drupes inside. They're little tiny versions of fruits all clumped together, but all of them are like little tiny mini coconuts. So I know this blows a lot of people's minds, but hopefully you now have a better understanding of what is a fruit and the different types of fruits. And just realize that the next time you go to the grocery store and things are labeled vegetables, they're probably fruits and they're actually probably berries as well.